entitled family steals from us and make the mistake of trying to blame us. They get in a lot of shit. My main language isn't English. This is my first post. I'm on phone. Sorry for any formatting issues, etc., etc. TLDR, at the end. Some backstory: I was 6 when this happened, and I was pretty good friends with the daughter of the entitled parents at that time. Daughter was pretty entitled as well. I had 6 dolls and a box I kept them in that I was pretty attached to. I had gotten them over the span of 2.5 years. EK played at our house quite a lot, so I didn't expect this to happen at all. Onto the story. Cast: me, D, my dad. M, my mom. Ed, entitled dad. M, entitled mom. EK, entitled kid. Police officer. It was summer, and I asked my parents if EK could come over. They said yes. A few minutes later, M and EK arrived. M started chatting with my parents, and EK and me went to play in the backyard. I proudly opened my box of dolls. EK and I both took some dolls and played pretend. Skip to when EK had to leave. This is what I remember the conversation being like. It could be a little off. EK, can I keep this doll? I really like it. Me, no, sorry. I don't want to give any of them to others. EK, but you have so many more. One doll won't make a difference. Me, please give my doll back. I had been taught that being rude was a big no-no, so I was very polite, no matter how rude the other was. EK, move. M comes running, looks at us, and turns to me. M, what did you do to my sweetie? EK, I want all these dolls. Tell her they're mine now. M, okay sweetie. Towards me, those dolls are hers now, give them to me. Me, no, they're mine, give them back. M, shut it brat, give me those censored dolls. I froze, I got scared and started crying. My parents heard this and walked to us. They see EK and me, both crying. M, what's going on here? M, your idiot kid hit my baby. M, what? I highly doubt that. My kid doesn't hit other children unless she has a reason. Why don't we ask both of them what happened? EK, she said I could have all her dolls, but now she's saying I can't have them. M, if my angel wants them, she gets them. Me, I never said you could have them. You wanted to take them without permission. M loses it to me. M, shut your censored mouth, you ungrateful. Censored. I started bawling. I can't handle yelling or angry people well, and the automatic reflex is to start crying. Both my parents are angry and are talking to M on how she can't just make me cry and act like it's not her fault. Meanwhile, EK has put all the dolls back in the box, but she didn't leave then. She took the box with all of the dolls and runs away. M runs after her. My parents ran after them, but they were already inside their own home. They lived in our street, we knew where they lived. So my dad, who is furious, goes to ring their doorbell. Ed opens the door. Ed, yes. D, give those dolls back. They are my daughter's dolls. Ed, what, dolls? I have no idea what you are talking about. He fking smirks and then slams the door in my dad's face. My dad, who is fking fuming, comes back home. He calls the police. Not soon after, the police are asking my parents what happened. A police officer walks towards me and kneels down. Can you tell me what happened, little one? Me, my best friend stole my dolls and her mom yelled at me for not wanting to give them to her. Then they ran away with my dolls. Thank you, little one. We'll get your dolls back, okay? I nodded. After asking us what they wanted to know, the police went to the entitled home. From this part on, I wasn't actually present, but my parents told me what happened. They ring the doorbell and M opens the door. Seeing the police, with my parents behind them, she begins yelling at my mom. M, OMG, not again. How many times must I tell you, you are not getting my angel's toys? We were told you're child and you stole a box of dolls from these people. M, that's not true. They're my daughter's dolls, we bought them last week. Their daughter wants the dolls all for herself and her parents have been trying to get them from us for the whole week. May I see the receipt then? If you really bought them you should have a receipt. M's face loses all color. My dad loved this part. He told me he couldn't believe this woman didn't know that this would happen. M, well, we lost the receipt, so, well, we can't show you. The police officers, there were 3 if I remember correctly, looked at each other, clearly not believing it. My mom grins and taps one of the officers on the shoulder. M, the dolls haven't been bought all at once, we have all the separate receipts for them though. If you look at the dolls and the receipts, you should have enough proof that the dolls are ours. The police accept this offer. M was forced to get the dolls that instant, and, of course, the receipts showed the truth. M looked furious. EK was crying as she saw her newly obtained toys disappear. Ed sees all this and tries to blackmail my fing dad. Ed, why do they get those toys? That man has stolen multiple things in the past. Those receipts must be stolen or forged. The police looks from Ed to my dad. Po, that is completely irrelevant right now, but if you want a separate case, we can check all of your records. M turns pale after hearing this and tries to shush her husband, but he has already yelled, "Do that." My parents went home to me. Don't worry, I wasn't left home alone. My babysitter was quickly dialed in between, so I wasn't alone. And I think about a week passes. After that week of peace, we hear police sirens. I, curious as I am, run to the front door and open it. I saw both M and Ed being cuffed, and EK was taken by what turned out to be child support. Apparently M and Ed had done a lot of bad stuff. M had apparently committed theft 3 times and had been arrested before due to abusing about 4 fucking animals and 2 children. Ed had been committing all kinds of fraud and apparently he had all kinds of unpaid fines. I never saw any of them ever again. TLDR, mother and daughter steal my toys. Mom and dad made the mistake of trying to get us arrested, get arrested themselves for all kinds of crimes they did in the past. Thanks for reading, everybody.